Today I will be testing out the Visit a new offhand ascent. This is not gonna be a build video. We will be testing out the performance of this new ascent versus the old comfortable build that we have, the lightning build, and the test will take place against the training dummy, and then I will go and use a testing build using this ascent in a dungeon. And before we go any further, Ice Armor instead radiate with fire, burning nearby enemies and increasing your critical hit chance against burning enemies. Ice Armor cooldown reduced by 7.2%. The critical hit chance value against burning enemies is 35%, and the Ice Armor itself will only be doing 4000 damage for me. And now, first off, I will be using my normal build that I use every time for whatever PvE content, and I will go for 1 minute test here using my old build to see the amount of damage that we are getting. And this is very comfortable build. You just basically buff yourself up using Lightning Nova, Arcane Torrent, and the slow time, putting the enemy on the shock and dealing more lightning damage, 50% more lightning damage to them. And I'll go for another 30-second here so we can get a good idea the stain damage as we can get using this build. And then we will go and try out the new SN, and of course we will have to change one of our weakest abilities from this build, and that is gonna be somewhat Arcane Torrent. Alright, couple of seconds more, and then I will be pausing it at 1 minute. We will be at somewhat 5 million damage, I believe, so towards the end. There we go, so 5.4 million damage, about 332 million damage I was able to get. The weakest link, the breakdown says, is the slow time, but that is not 100% accurate because of the slow time. The other skills are doing more damage. The slow time itself gives us a shock effect, and slow time now surround you with a static field that follow you, damaging and applying shock to all nearby enemies. And once we apply shock to the enemy, we deal 50% increased damage with the other lightning abilities, which is gonna be our Lightning Nova. So Lightning Nova is doing about 50% more damage because of this shock effect. So our weakest ability is indeed gonna be the Arcane Torrent, and so I will be removing the Arcane Torrent. There we go. And again, this is not a build video. We will remove Arcane Torrent with the Ice Armor, then go replace the Blaster Cast with the new Ascent. That gives us 35% increased critical hit chance, and then we don't need this Rift Craver main hand. So for this I will be using something that gives me more damage for the Magic Missile. Now we can go either increase the damage of the primary, or we can go with something else. I'm gonna just go with the primary attack damage increase right now, and we will see the amount of damage we can get. Before actually we go any further, I do want to showcase how it works. So there we go. You guys can see there is an icon on the top of the dummy that is a burning man. You will see that in a zoom. That is the icon of that the enemy is burning, and they are taking like 35% increase critical hit chance from us. And interesting thing is, it doesn't work through the rolling consequence. So again, if we keep hitting the training dummy and activate the rolling consequence, it should trigger. There we go. I think it got trigger, but it doesn't. The burning effect from the rolling consequence at least doesn't give us more critical hit chance. Now I don't have 4-piece Angment. I just swap out to Inferno 6. I'm out of Wisp after crafting so many stuff. so I don't have the Angment set right now. But anyways, that is out of the way. Rolling Consequence doesn't give you the bonus Angment. I'm not sure yet. I don't have it. And now let's go do a test of 1 minute. Again, I'll stand here and go for 1 minute testing. And one thing I'm quite sure that it does not stack with the Rolling Consequence, and it is very strong still, but for some reason I don't think it's stacked with some of the other critical hit chance gems, and maybe a few other sources. You can see it is dealing quite a lot of damage. It is still very good build. Some people were disappointed, but honestly I found it to be an exciting ascent. Not as strong as my other build, but still it is gonna be pretty good, because there is a reason this build could be a lot more fun, and I will be sharing that in a sec. There we go. Performance is a bit less, but about 30 million damage less for me. I was able to get 5.4 million damage with my comfortable build, and this ended up giving me the least damage. And you can see the ice armor only did 2.1 million damage. There isn't much damage from ice armor at all, and I don't think it's stacked with other sources of critical hit chance as of right now. But again, this build is still gonna be super awesome, and there is a reason for that. This build is still gonna be somewhat at least this ascent is still gonna be super awesome for PvE content, and the reason for that is if we go with the stash, there are a couple of pieces of gear I have here. If we take them out, and you guys will see increase movement speed by 8%, stacking up to 4 times, and we can actually now move faster. So if we put this on, there we go, and put this on as well, and this piece of equipment, another 8% movement speed. Now I don't have 4 pieces, else I could have shown you the maximum movement speed, but now if I use it, you guys will see right now Colossus engine is active, but even without that I will able to move quite fast. There we go, I am moving. Colossus engine is still active, but there we go, you can see I'm still moving quite fast, and I have 100% uptime on my ice armor. Now I'll see you guys in dungeon Inferno 6. So right now inside of the Inferno 6 dungeon, without the sound, anyhow, you can see I'm moving somewhat at pretty decent speed without having any abilities on me that gives me the movement speed increase, other than Bloodsoaked Jade and a couple of magic affixes, of course, and still somewhat dealing a decent damage. Now I know I'm quite a high reserve player, but still feels pretty good playing this build. Let me turn on, oh my goodness, my headphones are maybe on the mute, never mind. I was like the game doesn't have any volume. Anyhow, you can see moving pretty fast. So again, I would say a really nice ascent, a good addition to the wizard. And once we put that flaming on, like start burning the enemies, even without the rolling consequence, enemies die pretty quickly, and we will definitely test it out. What is the final boss? I want to see if we can kill her in a single go before she like flies away. With my other builds I can definitely do that, and not doing the best job here, very clumsy. I've been like grinding a lot today for Paragon 800, and now just want to rest. But anyhow, we'll summon her and see if we can defeat her in a single go. But final thoughts, a really good ascent in a long time, and definitely I will be using it in a couple of builds. Now let's see if we can kill her before she goes away, and it seems like yes we can. So really good ascent. might not be performing the best when it comes to, at least right now, what I tested with. Maybe we will try some other combination and see. Maybe it will perform better for us, and especially in PvP. I want to try it out with the Angment set and see if we can somewhat combine it and synergize. Anyhow, I am signing off. See you all in the next one. You guys have a great day later.